Imagine standing on the precipice of your emotions, battling feelings that threaten to engulf you. You're not alone. Many of us face the tumultuous storm of anger, frustration, and pain. What if I told you that within you lies an unyielding power, the power to reshape your response to every situation? Today, let's delve into a profound lesson from the ages, a lesson taught by the great Buddha and exemplified through a tale of kings and everyday people. This is more than just a story, it's a guide to transforming your emotional landscape. What triggers us? Understanding what truly triggers our emotional responses is the first step toward emotional mastery. Often we find ourselves reacting to the world around us based on past experiences or perceived threats. A small fly in our soup, a careless comment from a loved one, or a missed opportunity can ignite a fire within us. One that clouds our judgment and compels us towards impulsive reactions. The wise king learned this truth through his encounter with a simple fly. He realized that it wasn't the fly that ruined his mood, but his reaction to it. This revelation opens the door to introspection, allowing us to explore the triggers that lead to our emotional storms. Mindfulness as a foundation. To cultivate emotional resilience, mindfulness serves as our anchor. Practicing mindfulness means being present. It allows us to observe our emotions without being swept away by them. Take Michael's journey, for example. Initially, his reactions were tumultuous, but through mindfulness he learned to pause, breathe, and assess his feelings. Mindfulness is not merely a technique, it's a way of living that transforms our interactions. By embracing these practices, we begin to carve out spaces in our minds where calmness can flourish. The art of reflection. When we encounter frustrating situations, the tendency is to react without thinking. The art of reflection gives us the opportunity to pivot. This is not about denial or suppression. Rather, it's about allowing our feelings to exist without judgment. Just as the wise king chose to reflect rather than react, we too can incorporate reflection into our lives. Michael demonstrated this through thoughtful pauses that led him to communicate more effectively, demonstrating respect for both his feelings and his relationships. Transforming anger into understanding. Anger often serves as a signal of deeper emotional currents. When we encounter frustration, it is essential to inquire, what lies beneath this anger? Often it's fear, disappointment, or unmet expectations. As we engage with our emotions through introspection, we begin to understand their roots, allowing for healthy expression rather than explosive outbursts. The King's story shows us that emotions can become a pathway to self-discovery. By embracing our emotions rather than rejecting them, we can transform anger into a powerful ally in our quest for understanding. Celebrating small victories. The journey towards emotional mastery is not about perfection. It's about consistency and growth. Each time we choose to not react impulsively, we build resilience. Let's celebrate the small victories. Moments when we take a deep breath instead of shouting, or when we respond with kindness instead of defensiveness. Michael's transformation serves as a testament to this process. His newfound emotional control not only transformed him but also enriched his relationships, proving that our responses can cultivate a profound change not only within ourselves but also in the world around us. The impact of impulsivity. In an age where instant reactions have become the norm, we often overlook the detrimental effects of impulsivity on our lives. Just as the visiting king discovered through his encounter with the wise ruler, our automatic responses can shape the course of our relationships and decisions. An impulsive outburst may seem justified in the heat of the moment, but it often leads to regret and misunderstanding. For Michael, impulsivity manifested in careless words and hasty actions that hurt those he cared about. This section explores how the patterns of impulsive behavior can cloud judgment, mar relationships, and lead to a cycle of emotional distress. Realizing the root of these impulsive reactions is the key to breaking free from their hold over our lives. The role of mindfulness in transformation. Mindfulness serves as a beacon of hope in the tumultuous sea of emotions. Implementing mindfulness practice into daily life offers a pathway to emotional mastery. Through meditation, reflective journaling, or simply taking a moment to breathe deeply, we cultivate awareness of our thoughts and feelings. Michael's journey underscores the importance of mindful practices. By training his mind to focus on the present moment, he was able to observe his emotional triggers without yielding to them. Mindfulness is not just a practice. It's a way of being that helps us develop resilience against the emotional waves that life can throw our way. The transition might not be easy, but each moment spent in mindfulness is a stepping stone toward a more composed and fulfilling life. Harnessing the art of not reacting. The transition from impulsive reactions to thoughtful responses is not merely a change in behavior. It's an art form that requires practice and intention. Buddha's lesson to the king rings true: we have the power to master our reactions. This art of not reacting necessitates patience and self-awareness. Just as an artist refines their technique through repetition, we can refine our ability to pause and reflect before responding. Michael learned this through the act of stepping back and breathing whenever he felt a surge of emotion. The pause becomes a moment of empowerment, allowing us to choose how we wish to respond rather than being at the mercy of our feelings. Here we explore practical techniques that can help anyone develop this critical skill, paving the way for clearer thinking and healthier relationships. Acknowledging emotions without suppression. Many people misconstrue emotional control as the suppression of feelings. However, true emotional mastery lies in acknowledging our emotions without allowing them to dictate our reactions. Like the king who needed to recognize that his reaction, not the fly, dictated his mood, we must accept our feelings and give them space. This section shares insights about the significance of emotional acceptance, illustrating that to feel anger, sadness, or frustration is part of being human. The stories of Michael and other successful individuals demonstrate that recognizing and accepting our emotions empowers us to respond proactively rather than reactively. When we allow ourselves to feel without judgment, we cultivate a deeper understanding of our emotional landscape. The ripple effect of emotional control. The journey toward emotional mastery doesn't just benefit us. It creates a ripple effect that enhances the lives of those around us. Michael witnessed this firsthand. His friends experienced a shift in their interactions, finding solace in his unwavering composure. The wisdom of Buddha resonates here. When we maintain our grounding in turbulent times, we inspire others to carry themselves with the same grace and poise. The ability to communicate calmly, even in distress, can heal and strengthen relationships. Countless stories illustrate how one person's emotional resilience can transform group dynamics, creating an environment of understanding and support. This section underscores the idea that emotional mastery not only elevates our well-being but also plays an essential role in fostering stronger connections with friends, family, and colleagues. Acknowledging the journey. Every journey toward emotional self-mastery begins with the recognition of where we stand. Much like the individual who approached Gautama Buddha, we often carry a heavy burden of unprocessed emotions. For many, the weight of feelings like anger, frustration, and resentment can be stifling. Yet, acknowledging this struggle is the first step. As we explore the powerful lesson delivered to the king, we learn that the process isn't merely about discovering how to control our feelings but embracing the entirety of our emotional experience. In reflecting on our own lives, we must ask ourselves, are we aware of our emotional triggers? The path to understanding begins here. Remember, each challenge we face is an opportunity for growth. The king learned this with each unexpected moment in his kingdom. By embracing our current state, we can uncover the path forward. The power of mindfulness in daily life. Mindfulness is more than a practice, it's a way of being. It allows us to become present with our emotions without judgment, offering us the grace to simply acknowledge what we feel without being overtaken by it. As we dive deeper into Michael's journey, we see how mindfulness transformed his ability to respond to life's challenges. By dedicating moments each day to mindfulness practices, whether through meditation, conscious breathing, or reflective journaling, we too can cultivate a sense of awareness regarding our emotional responses. The essence of mindfulness is not just about seeking peace but diving into every emotion and understanding its roots. When we practice presence, we gain insight and clarity, enabling us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively when adversity strikes. Developing the art of responding. Transforming our impulsive reactions into thoughtful responses requires practice, much like mastering a new skill. The story of the wise king reflects this transformative journey, showcasing the profound impact of maintaining composure. Just as the king learned from the neighboring ruler, we can benefit from implementing the pause before reacting. This section will detail practical exercises that exemplify this art. For instance, during a heated discussion, take a moment to breathe deeply before responding. This small act can prevent misunderstandings and potential conflicts. Michael showcased this beautifully. His commitment to taking a step back became transformative, fostering deeper and more meaningful conversations with others. The merging of our emotional intelligence with communication skills can significantly enhance not only our personal interactions but also our professional relationships. Embracing emotional authenticity. The journey towards emotional self-mastery doesn't mean that we suppress our feelings. On the contrary, it encourages authenticity. Emotions are valid expressions of our human experience. Our anger, sadness, and even joy all hold significance. When Michael communicated his struggles with his friend, he wasn't demonstrating weakness. He embraced his vulnerability, making him relatable and trustworthy. Recognizing emotions as vital components of our journey empowers us to face issues head-on rather than bury them beneath layers of denial. In this section, we uncover the necessity of being genuine about our emotions, illustrating that it is healthy to express how we truly feel while still choosing how we respond. By allowing our true selves to shine, we foster a connection that fosters understanding and compassion within our relationships. The transformational ripple effect. As we bring our exploration to a close, we must consider the impact of our emotional journey on those around us. Just as the wise king influenced his kingdom through his calm demeanor, and Michael touched the lives of his friends, we too can create a ripple effect. When we embody self-mastery and emotional regulation, it inspires those around us to pursue their journeys of improvement. It's a profound realization that our efforts towards personal growth can extend beyond ourselves, cultivating a culture of understanding, kindness, and emotional awareness within our communities. In conclusion, we are reminded of the immense power that lies within us to shape not only our realities but also to influence the world around us. The lessons gleaned from the King and Michael encourage us to embrace challenges with grace, fostering connections that enrich our lives and the lives of others. As you reflect on the profound wisdom shared through the journeys of the King and Michael, let this serve as a catalyst for your own path toward emotional self-mastery. Acknowledge your feelings, commit to practicing mindfulness, and embrace the transformative power of thoughtful responses. Remember that within each of us lies the potential to control our reactions and shape our lives. If you found inspiration in these lessons, consider subscribing to our newsletter. Stay connected on the journey of self-improvement, discovering more stories that empower us to lead fulfilling, harmonious lives. Together, let's inspire and uplift one another, creating a brighter future, one mindful moment at a time.